One of the things I think about a lot is Marcel Duchamp's quote that it's the viewer that completes the piece. And I think that can be, like you're saying, it can be something formal, you know, if you're breaking the picture plane, if something isn't complete, that the viewer actually fills it in. But also I think about that in terms of generosity. It's like I want there to be something about the work that the viewer can, if you will, interpret or take away from it that is their own. You know, I'm not interested in being didactic, but I want work that resonates in different levels with different people. And all of my work too, I think of the artist hand in my work about being that kind of time of touch. I read an article years ago by Polly Ulrich that discusses that kind of intensity of touch as being a way of, you know, transposing the energy of the artist into the work. So my working process has always been very labor intensive. And I think of that touch, because my work is meditative, I hope it's a way that kind of gives this hopeful, meditative energy into the work that the viewer, you know, even if they're not quite aware of it, will respond to and take away. And so the last open studio at the Bakehouse, I actually had a few people who come in and was like, wow, this feels so calm. This feels so hopeful. And you know, I was like, good. That's what I want. And that was a conscious decision at some sort in my practice of being like, there is so much unpleasantness in the world. There's so much ugly in the world. How can I create something that goes the other direction? Maybe, you know, beauty can be a loaded word in art circles, but how can I inspire and how can I create something that's a beauty or a hopeful, generous moment?